Hello fam! Today I wanted to talk to you guys about my tattoos and piercings. I have 9 tattoos, 8 or 9 piercings. I used to have a lot more piercings, but I've had to take them out for certain reasons and never ended up putting them back in. So I'm gonna start out talking about my tattoos. So all of my tattoos have a lot of meaning to me. I know some people just get tattoos because they're cute, and maybe in the future I'll do that. Most of them are a reminder that I've gotten through something and just to keep going. I'm gonna let you guys know how much they hurt. I don't really remember how much all of them cost. Most of them are quote tattoos. I only have one that is colored, a butterfly on my foot. So I've talked to you guys about this before, but when I was 16 years old, I attempted suicide. I wanted a butterfly because it means a new beginning, to symbolize that I'm here for a reason. Obviously, I was underage, so I went to my parents and explained to them why I wanted this tattoo. In California, if you are under the age of 18, I don't know how it is now, but this was like 10 years ago, then it's considered child mutilation, even if your parents agree to let you get a tattoo. My mom drove with me to Arizona. I went to this tattoo shop that I had researched, and they had a really good tattoo artist. I remember him telling me that it was gonna be so painful and why would I do it on my foot for my first tattoo. It truly was the most painful tattoo I have ever got, and honestly, I have a very high pain tolerance. He did the outline. My foot was shaking so hard. Like, it was just shaking like this, and he was like, I'm gonna need you to hold your foot. I literally can't tattoo you. Holding my foot down, my whole body is shaking. The shading is even worse because there's more needles, and it's obviously a bunch of different colors, so it was really cool. All the people at the tattoo shop came around and they were like cheering me on and stuff, and they were just like, you can do this. Since then, I have gotten it touched up maybe 2 or 3 times. Originally, it just had a shadow. I got it to have it be the swirlies in the background. Every time I've gotten it touched up, it hurts a little bit less. I think probably just because I'm expecting it and I'm not getting the outline touched up or anything. It's just the coloring. Tattoo number 2 was on my 18th birthday. Hakuna Matata on the inside of my arm. No worries has kind of always been my saying throughout high school and just life. I think it's been a reminder to me that everything will work out. I love The Lion King. I didn't want it to just say no worries on it, and I thought the placement was so cute. When I first started wanting to get tattoos, my parents were like, it's fine. We don't care if you get tattoos as long as you can cover them up. Obviously, since then, I've gotten a couple visible tattoos, but for the most part, they're pretty hidden. And this tattoo didn't really hurt very much at all. I didn't remember it being that painful. So next, I got Every Day is a Journey written on my back, and kind of the placement that I wanted it was so that underneath a bathing suit or a sports bra, it would just perfectly be there. When I think of a tattoo that I want, it just like instantly comes to me of where I want it to be located, and for some reason I just kept fixating on that location. This tattoo I got after I finally broke up with my boyfriend, who was really abusive. We had gone back and forth for 2 years. When I finally left, I literally never looked back, and I wanted a reminder to myself to just keep going forward. I felt like I was at such a low place in my life. I found this quote. I'm gonna read it to you guys. It described everything I was going through at the time. I obviously had to shorten the quote. Very, very long quote. The important thing is to not be bitter over life's disappointments. Learn to let go of the past and recognize that every day won't be sunny. And when you find yourself lost in the darkness and despair, remember it's only in the black of night you see the stars, and those stars will lead you back home. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, to stumble and fall, because most of the time, the greatest rewards come from doing the things that scare you the most. Maybe you'll get everything you wish for. Maybe you'll get more than you ever could have imagined. Who knows where life will take you? The road is long, and in the end, the journey is the destination. I got Every Day is a Journey to kind of summarize that statement. I've heard so many times that people say back tattoos hurt. Totally fine. You'll be good as gold if you get a back tattoo. So my next tattoo is Believe in Serendipity, and it's right here on my arm. Believe in Serendipity was because I got into college in Los Angeles. Everything was kind of falling into place. Serendipity is really going on right now. I'm fully aligned in the universe. I got this tattoo not seeing the movie Serendipity. So I have seen the movie since getting this tattoo, and I think it is the cutest movie. I love romantic comedies. Okay, I know I just said the last 3 tattoos kind of all have the same pain level. On your arms, I don't think it hurts that bad. So if you get a tattoo anywhere kind of on the meaty part of your arms, it won't really hurt. My next 2 tattoos I got together. I won't say I regret them, but I regret getting them by the person I got them. All of my tattoos, I've done so much research on the people, the shops, and everything about it to make sure that they were good tattoos. They're gonna be on my body for the rest of my life. I researched this tattoo shop. Everyone there on the website looked so good. So I was like, okay, no matter who I get there, it'll be fine. And I don't know why I was so hell-bent on getting these 2 tattoos that day. I go into the tattoo shop and they were like, oh, we don't have any time today. And then they were like, wait a minute, we do have someone here. Should have been my red flag that this guy was an apprentice. So he really had no clue what he was doing. They didn't tell me that. I was so upset after the fact. I feel like I could have done better tattoos on myself. So it is this tattoo. It says Que Sera Sera. Then this one, which is a balloon. So the Que Sera Sera was supposed to be in my mom's handwriting. Her handwriting is pristine. It's perfect. It literally looks like a computer wrote it out. She can do any font you want and it'll be aligned and perfect. He dug into my skin so much and just like, it's just super blown out. This one is just bad. It's just bad. I actually told him to not fill in the balloon. And Que Sera Sera, I should have already been like, ugh, he doesn't know what he's doing. These 2 definitely hurt because he was digging so far deep into my skin. So I have thought about getting them touched up to look better, but ultimately I would have to get them removed and redone. And I kind of just feel like they're a part of my skin now. On to the meaning of both of them. So Que Sera Sera means whatever will be, will be. You can't predict the future. You can't change the past. Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. Just know that life is gonna work out for you. The balloon represents, you guys are Star Wars fans, it's a Yoda quote. So the main part of why I got this tattoo is that he says,
train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose.
It's a longer quote than that. Attachment leads to jealousy, the shadow of greed that is. Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. Fear is the path of the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. When I first heard that quote, I had to say it over and over in my mind. Let go of anything that you're attached to. Your life will be so much better. The next tattoo is on my wrist and it is a world map. This is my only single needle tattoo and I'm obsessed with single needle. People are always like, wait, is that real? I got this tattoo when I broke up with my other ex-boyfriend. So him and I were on and off for about 3 years. It was just also a very toxic relationship. Broke up, I had moved apartments, I got a new job. All I've wanted to do my whole life is travel the world and I felt like I was set free. In high school, I used to say, I'm just going to leave my life and all of my possessions, travel the world. I kind of had this idea in my mind. I could literally just backpack from one country to another, stay there for like 2 months and then move on. You know how you can do work in exchange for room and board? I always had that in my mind. I could just pick grapes in France, live my life. Do I even want to go to college, travel the world? And I feel like I will get my education from learning about each culture and actually experiencing each culture. That is the most incredible thing in life, is just people live life is totally different. I would say it doesn't hurt too bad. And I love this one so much. I did a whole blog post about this one. I'll link it for you guys below. So the spiral is the oldest symbol known in spiritual practice. It's the universal pattern for growth and evolution. Ancient spirals represent the winding journey inward we must take if we are truly to know and love ourselves. Can represent the path leading from outer consciousness to the inner soul. This is representing my spiritual journey inward. I feel like I have been on that journey for a couple years now, searching for the answers within me instead of searching for answers or blaming other people externally for things that are happening in my life. It was about maybe 3 years ago. I felt like I was starting that path. If you guys are going through a spiritual journey, you know it is not easy. The ups and downs of getting to the core of loving yourself, knowing who you really are. The next tattoo I got was in Greece. I was so excited. I had been wanting this tattoo for a while and it actually was a Greek word. I am going to link a video probably like right up here, and it was when I got the tattoo. There is a video that that I watched that I'll put in the description box, and it's this lady explaining the whole word because it's more of a concept and a way of thinking. So what the guy explained to me when I got the tattoo was really came from ancient philosophers in Greece, and the meaning has kind of changed and takes shape over the years. So what I initially saw, which made me want to get this tattoo, a healthy state of mind characterized by self-control, moderation, and a deep awareness for one's true self, and resulting in true happiness. Initially, I wanted to get this tattoo when I experienced true happiness, but I guess all of us kind of go through life trying to search for true happiness. We were walking around one day. I was looking on Yelp to see the best tattoo shops, and there was one 5 feet away. It was like 60 bucks. Like I mentioned earlier, I want to literally see every single country, every corner of the world. I've always told myself that I'm going to get a tattoo in every country I travel to. So that was kind of the first one to kick it off. Majority of my tattoos are like 4 to 6 range, minus the one on my foot was like a 25. Yeah, I don't really think the tattoos hurt that much. The last 2 tattoos are kind of more of me like going in a positive direction versus looking back and saying I made it through this. I have 2 that I really want to get. I think I want to get one right here, super small, and I want to say clarity. I also want to get one on the inside that says positive energy. I think hand tattoos are so cute. I want to get a bunch of little hand tattoos. So that's it for my tattoos. On to my piercings. So I first got my nose pierced actually on this side of my nose when I was 16. My parents never really cared about piercings because like you can take them out and the hole closes up. I don't even know if I needed my parent there. I think my mom was probably there. I would say that some of my piercings hurt significantly more than my tattoos. And maybe that's just me. I definitely remember both my nose piercings hurting. I should have started out with these. I don't have anything in them right now, but on my 8th birthday, I got my piercings because it was my golden birthday. My birthday is January 8th, so there's no significant real like meaning, or I don't even really remember when I got all of these. I used to have a lot more piercings on my ears. I had to take them out for different reasons. I've either lost the earring or never put them back in and they closed up, which I'm kind of bummed about. But on this ear, I have this piercing and then the middle piercing. So these 2 didn't hurt as much as the sound in your ear. It's just very loud because obviously they're right next to your ear. The one up here, I know it's like hard to see, but the one like right up here was swollen for months. This is a big rod and it was swollen all the way to the rod the entire time. I actually have never taken this one out. I'm scared it'll close up, and also it was swollen for so long and I wasn't sure how long it would take to actually recover. I've never taken this one out either. So I get a lot of migraines, and a lot of people were saying to get this one to alleviate migraines. It never worked, but I think that's cute, so I'm gonna leave it there. I used to have a bunch up here and it was like 3 in a row. I kind of want to get those again. I've just heard that if you re-pierce the same area, it hurts a lot more than the first time around. So I have 3 in a row right here. I used to have a bunch more on this ear as well. The one on the top I've had for a very long time, and then the other 2, I was at an event. I know it was like a Candy Johnson event and they were doing piercings. I literally told her to pick wherever she wanted them, and like she had free reign to pierce my ears. This is what she kind of came up with, was a line down. I think it is so cute, but I will say, like any piercing that you get on your ears, it is so hard to sleep on this side. After she pierced them, I was like, oh, how long does it take for these to heal? I think she said like 6 to 7 months, which I was like, why did I do that? That's a long time. A tattoo does not take that long to heal. I do need to get new rods just because they're so big and they hurt so much when I'm laying on them. The last one I'm gonna point out is my other nose piercing. So for a while I had 2 nose piercings. This one I kind of randomly out of nowhere was like, I want to get another piercing, and that's where I decided to go when I went to the tattoo shop. I don't remember why I had to take this one out, but it ended up closing up. I have been wanting to get it pierced again for a while. while. So that concludes my tattoos and piercings. I know that was a very long explanation, but it is a long time coming. I have been wanting to do this video for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have an amazing day and you're staying safe and healthy during this crazy time in life. And I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.